2 kill guards on that map. I don't know what you guys are
Oh
talking
no,
about.
there's like so many kill guards, especially with the blizzards. Oh my word, ridiculous.
I,
Anyways,
I, I,
with the other
yeah,
stream,
any map where I can go for a kill on someone with 120 troops for the 90 trade and then instantly die. Things.
Yeah, that's rough. All right,
Yeah.
guys. I have to bounce here, but well played to all of you. Tiger, congrats on sneaking a bounty in there. Hudson, congrats on
Yeah.
the near sweep.
I needed it.
Well played, Hudson. You were awesome, mate.
All right, good luck to you guys in the rest of the tourney.
Bun's not coming to come into voice chest.
This is not a hold anymore, is it?
Alrighty. Sorry, guys.
What the fuck? I can hear someone.
Yeah, it's because I'm talking and you're not deafened. I'm gonna get the stream set up for this game. Let's see here. Pop that out. Alrighty, so we haven't missed too much, folks. This game has just started. I need to go there. Alright, so we got Zycron, Game Slot, Carter8786, Not Young Me, Mitch on Risk, and Pete, the Peteman himself, playing in Octo Final Round Group 5 of the Birthday Bash Open. I should change the stream name to this group. Okay, and let's take a peek at what's going on. So we have Mitch on Risk on purple in the first seat. Game Slot on blue in the second seat. We got Pete on red in the third seat. Not Young Me is on black in seat 4. Zycron is on white in seat 5. And last but not least, we have Carter8786 on pink in the 6th and final seat. Zycron, I think, is the host of the game lobby here, and he is also our POV into this game. So to remind everyone of the settings here. This is a world domination progressive game on Seagrog's Fortress with blizzards on, fog of war off, stable portals, 90-second turn timer, no alliances, automated expert bots, and balanced blitz dice. Oh geez, I can't talk. I haven't even started drinking yet. Yep, indeed, we do have another stacked lobby here. Mitch's spawn seems okay. Game Slot spawn also seems okay. Same with Pete. Same with Not Young Me. I don't think anyone, no, as far as I can tell, it doesn't look like anyone has a terrible spawn. Gotta stay hydrated. Yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I go grab a beer right quick? I don't think I don't think I'm that crazy, and I don't think one beer is gonna do anything to me. I could also just stay on water. I don't know what Mitch's policy or what the PRT broadcaster policy is for drinking. So I'm assuming it's if you can handle it. All right, Zycron draws a wild card for his first card. That's lucky. Or actually, I shouldn't say that. That's skill. You have to practice drawing cards for thousands of hours before you can master the Heart of the Risk cards and manifest a wild card on the top of the deck when you go to draw. It's It's a skill that many consider to be unnatural, but like with everything, practice makes perfect. Oh, shoot. All right, nothing too crazy happening yet. Pete crying about something. He could have taken that bonus, that +4 bonus there. Doesn't seem to want it. Or wait, I spoke too soon. It looks like he might want it. In any case, he does take it. Speaking of the bonuses, I'll go ahead and remind everybody of what the bonuses are on the Seagrogs map. So the bonus that Pete just took is a +4 called Fortress Tower. And then going clockwise, starting from the northwest corner of the board, you have Docks worth +6, Old Shore +7, Rusty Barracks +8, and Port Town +9. And then back in the middle of the board, you have Inner Market worth 10 and Outer Market worth 11. So we know Zycron's going to have a set on 3, but that isn't going to matter a whole lot for the first round of trades. If he can hang on to his wild card with the first set, or through the first set, it might end up mattering into the second and or third round of trades. Someone probably breaks him. Yep. Yeah, this probably won't be a bonus game. You probably aren't going to hold. As someone who almost always takes bonuses when I see the opportunity to take them, I can always appreciate the attempt to just go for a bonus and see what happens. But yeah, the break was expected and probably warranted since no one else was going to be holding +4. All right, but Pete seems a smidge fishy. He's on 23 troops, which is the lowest troop count. Takes the bonus again. And guards on the side that got broken. Instead of moving back to the portal, does someone else decide to break? Not young me. Doesn't want to break it. Zycron, not going to break it again. Everyone calmly taking cards. Maybe the board will allow Pete to hold that just to catch up to everybody else. They might let him hold it for one turn. We see some good lucks come out from Pete. All right. Game slot can play spoiler if he wants to. Getting spicy. Oh, yeah. He does. Says, no thank you, Pete. I don't want you getting +4. Which probably makes a little bit of sense for game slot to want to keep Pete weak, since per the turn order, game slot's natural bounty is the person that comes after him, which is Pete. Pete's probably going to suicide if this continues. Yep, and the game slot didn't fortify back. He Yeah, game slot didn't fortify back. He parked his troops in that bonus, so Pete is not able to retake. Takes his card elsewhere. Yep. Yeah, Pete's position is looking rough. Are we going to have back-to-back streamer curses? So last game, Buns was the big streamer, and she unfortunately went out last. This game, Pete's the big streamer, and he may be on track to be the first one out here also. Of course, from players and fans, you'll hear, "Oh, streamers have the best luck," and then from the streamers themselves, you'll hear that that the streamers are cursed. Also, worst position in terms of troops. Yeah, he's 6 troops behind pretty much everyone else, and then Mitch is 3 troops behind pretty much everyone else. Game slot was able to hold 12 territories. Looks like he wants to continue to hold 12 territories, so he beefs a few of them up. So last round before we start seeing sets come out. Everyone's on 5 cards. Mitch is going to come out with the 4 trade here. Zycron is going to be able to save his wild card. He's spreading the troops around, not really focusing them in any one place. Wants to maintain all his positions. Didn't really leave himself a good place to get a card, though, it looks like. I think his best card is a 4v2. Yeah, he's got 3 4v2 options. Oh, goes for a 5v3 and gets perfect dice. I'm sure GameSlot isn't too happy about that. But GameSlot's on 12 territories anyway, and is about to trade in for 6. He sure could have. He could have lost everything there. 5v3 is like 60%, yeah. I would have taken a 4v2 myself because the odds are slightly better, but yeah, rough. We see some fist bumps come out. Pete trades in for 8. Catches him up to Mitch, but doesn't really catch him up to anyone else. Looks like he's making all of his positions into 4s, except for that 6 stack that he just made. He's got mostly 4s on the board. Not Young Me trades in for 10. Zycron trades in with a +2 and saves his wild card. And those 3 horses were worth 12 troops. Well, I guess 14 if you count the +2. Not sure what he wants to do with the troops, though. He doesn't really exist. He doesn't really have a position on the southeast corner of the board. He could barge in there by hitting a Carter 3. I don't think he wants to do that. Takes a card on Not Young Me. And last but not least, we got Carter trading in for 15 troops. We'll see if anyone card skips or decides to trade early. But normally you start seeing bounties taken during the second round of trades, so this turn is the calm before the storm. Thank you, Andre, for the 100 bits. Much love right back at you. So, Pete is still a little bit fishy, but Mitch is somehow just a smidge more fishy, being one troop under Pete. Zycron keeps double checking his hand, making sure that wild card hasn't snuck off anywhere. But not to worry, fellow daddy. You still have a set in your hand. All right, Pete and Not Young Me go to 4. I think Zycron has no reason not to go to 4 here. Unless he thinks Not Young Me can kill him before he has an opportunity to use his wild. Which I don't think Not Young Me can get to all of Zycron's positions. I could be wrong about that. I've definitely been wrong before. Zycron goes to 4. Carter quickly goes to 4. And now we're back to Mitch. Second round of trades incoming. Next trade is worth 20. Does Mitch take it? He does. Sets in for 20. Does Mitch have anyone sufficiently lined up to where he can go for him? It doesn't look like it. 20 troops probably isn't enough to go for kills just yet. Yeah, can't kill anyone bad lines. Need really good lines when you're in the first seat for the second round of trades. Game Salot sets in for 25. Can Game Slot go for everybody? Go for anybody, excuse me. Pete's 6 is not really kill guarded. Carter is kill guarding Pete's 4 in the top from everyone except for Not Young Me. So Pete should be safe. Not Young Me should also be safe. And unless Game Slot plans on hitting a 20, Carter's probably also safe. And I think Carter's probably safe. Or I think Zycron's probably safe too, excuse me. I don't think anyone's dying this turn, yeah. 30 troops puts Pete on exactly 69 troops. All according to Kaikaku, I'm sure. Decides to slam Game Slot for the bonus. Not Young Me goes to 5 cards, does not trade. Zycron looking at Pete's rolls there. Yep, that Pete rage. Zycron is able to hang on to that turn 1 wild card even after the second round of trades. Sets in for 30 troops. No, 35 troops, excuse me. Is Zycron gonna go for Not Young Me? Nope, probably not. Because he can't get through Carter's 20. So really, Carter's the only potential kill here. But he's not. Yeah, he's not lined up to hit Carter's 20, so he's just trading in there. So does Carter take the not young me kill? No, Carter also doesn't have a trade on 4, so we have 2 players going to 5 cards here. If Carter had a trade there, we might have seen him finish the. We might have seen him take the not young me bounty. I think Carter's lines on not young me were the best ones. Unfortunately, did not get the set he needed to make that bounty. Mitch is going to go to 3 cards. Game Salot could decide to break Pete through the portal if he wants to continue stoking the fire of his rage. Which, I'm not going to lie, I wouldn't mind seeing a little bit more Pete rage. It's always entertaining. But Game Slot appears to have had enough. Pete holds his +4, as well as 12 territories, so Pete's going to put 8 troops on this turn. Doesn't want the heat anymore. The good old Pete heat. Not young me trades in, lives to fight another day. Are we potentially seeing another stalematey game like we did last round? Or with the last group, I should say. And Carter also survives to trade. Okay, entering the 3rd round of trades here. Zycron needs all 90 seconds to take a card. Game Slot sets in on 3 for 50. That was definitely a survival trade. Game Slot was worried about something. Did not feel comfortable going to 4 cards. Positions his moves his 14 down the southwest bonus. Pete goes to 4 cards. We know Zycron has a set on 3. Not Young Me has a set on 3, goes to 55. Does Zycron use his wild card to go to 60 troops here? Or for the 60s trade here? Zycron does not trade on 3. I apologize, folks. I'm a little distracted. My wife and I are texting back and forth. Zycron goes to 4 cards. Carter sets in on 3. So we see 3 people trade in on 3. We know that 4 of them had a trade on 3. One of the folks with the trade on 3 decided to go to 4. So Carter trades in for 60. Impossible to progress like this, yeah. Yeah, very difficult to progress. Mitch is looking very fishy. Does Mitch or Pete miss their set on 4? Because we know Zycron has not. Mitch does. Mitch goes to 5 cards and is only on 65 troops. Not looking good for the PRT man here. Mitch on risk is now Mitch on 5. And Zycron can once again save his wild card, having gone to 4 cards with it. Game slot, not in a position to take the Mitch kill. Pete sets in for 65 troops. Can Pete take the Mitch bounty here? I'm not sure that he can. Game slot has a kill guard on him, and so does yeah, game slot has a kill guard on Mitch. I'm not sure that Pete can get to all of Mitch's positions. Looks like he's not going to go for it. The only way this game progresses is if someone kills Mitch this turn. But yeah, to your point, Zarek, Mitch might actually survive. Yep, has a few kill guards. Now Young Me's not going to take it. Zycron's going to trade in for 70, though. No reason for him not to trade, but does he also go for the Mitch kill? Looks like he might be lining it up. 18 should be enough for 12. He's going to need about 30 or so troops to blast through that kill guard over there, through Blue's kill guard. That 17 should be enough to come up for the 10. And then a few troops to blast through a few 7s. He is going for the Mitch bounty. Has to make a couple of splits here, but looks like he's got it. Let's see what he ends up with after blasting through the 16. Plenty of troops to finish off Mitch. GG's to Mitch. And well played to Zycron taking the first bounty of this game. With, I'm sure, many fans breathing a sigh of relief that we're not going to be witnessing a stalemate. Zycron trades in for 75. Still does not need to use his wild card. And will be safe and content on 4 cards here going into the next turn. Zycron very much favored, I would say, following that bounty. Yeah, he did get some very nice rolls. Isn't going to chain anyone else and goes to 4 cards. Yep, game slot looking a little fishy now. Losing his kill guard on Mitch there. And Zycron on 169 troops is going to have to use his wild card finally if he wants to trade in on 4. Game slot with, I just noticed this, game slot has like 6 10 stacks all on portals. Game slot has the portals locked down. Every portal except for the one in Pete's bonus is a game slot 10. Yeah, fishy indeed. Game slot's going to hit a little bit of Zycron also. Carter with a giant 120 stack guarding both Pete and Not Young Me, or at least guarding Pete from everyone except Not Young Me. At 27 can snuff that 4 out at any time. Putting all your troops on portals is madness. I don't know. It might be, but it's definitely kind of funny and interesting to see. Zycron decides to use his turn 1 wildcard finally for an 80 trade with a +2. 86 troops. No bounty this turn would set Zycron in, so he can't get any points from a kill this turn. But that shouldn't stop him from lining someone up. Setting himself up for lines on his next turn. Carter goes to 3 cards. Game slot, another trade on 3, goes to 85. Game slot is still in this game. Very low chance he has another set on 3. Zareki, you jinxed frickin' game slot into a frickin' set on 3 there. 2 trades in a row on 3. Yep. So that means that Zycron is the only kill on the table for Zycron realistically is Carter's kill, right? But Zycron is not positioned to hit that 122 stack. Actually, yeah, no, he's not. There's a Zycron 3 in front of it. So, and that's probably not, that line probably will not be opened. So, with game slots trade there, Zycron I don't think has a kill this turn. Not Young Me removes the kill guard on Pete. Does that mean that Zycron can go for the Pete kill? That is now an option. The 50 would have to hit the Not Young Me 10 and then split. The 23 is enough for the 6. Is the 129 enough for everything else with all the splits that need to be made? And at least, and then that 129 also has to hit 23 troops of game slot. 10 troops to get onto a portal to get into the middle of the board, and then 13 troops just to hit that 58 stack. The 11 is enough for the 1 and the 5 there. Yeah, it looks like Zycron is not going to take it. Too close. The 129 to hit too much. I'd go for it. He has it. Yeah, decides not to. Carter trades in on 3. Goes to 248 troops. Zycron, no trade on 3. The Pete and Not Young Me bounties are the only ones on the table, but neither of them are really options for game slot. So game slot's choices here are to take a card or not. Carter having a set also on 3 twice. Yeah, 100% Talek. Let's see if Pete or Not Young Me miss a set. Nope, Pete goes to 95 or gets the 95 trade there. Not going to go for the Not Young Me kill. Can't. Would have to smash through a 200 some stack. Not Young Me sets in for 100 troops. So Zycron's the next to trade, but once again, when Zycron trades, there's not really going to be any bounties on the table. How does Zycron line up a future kill? Or does Zycron continue to wait for game slot to miss a set on 3? This is a stalemate, essentially. It's a stalemate until game slot misses a set on 3, I think. Pete has been quietly enjoying his bonus and now has a massive 137 stack on a portal in the middle of his bonus. Zycron goes to 4 cards, has the 105 trade. Everyone's on 2 cards. Does game slot go to 3? With the trade on 3 luck he's been having, why not, right? Of course, if he goes to 3 cards and misses the trade, he could be in trouble. Of course, he might be in trouble anyway. Zycron... Actually, no. Zycron cannot kill game slot without a set. Game slot goes to 3 cards. We'll find out next turn if he got his trade. 269. We see the dab come out. Do we have to wait for this game to end? No. Actually, the game before this didn't whatchamacallit. This game didn't wait for the game before this to end, because the game before this one also kind of went like this. Yeah, your game is in about 10 minutes. But we didn't miss much of this. I think we just missed Mitch's first turn is all we missed. Zycron does trade in. I think if you're Zycron, you line up Game Slot and force Game Slot to have a set on 3. Yep. He's positioning his troops to finish Game Slot off. I would add maybe a few more troops on the 109 just to be safe, but I think he has them. All right. And then after Carter's turn here, which Carter can't really kill anyone, goes to 3 cards. Does Game Slot have another trade on 3? He does. 3rd trade on 3 in a row for Game Slot. The 110 set. Yep, and all Zycron can do about it is laugh. Unfortunately, I think that's all any of us can do about it. 3 sets on 3 in a row, prolonging this game. But kudos to Game Slot staying in this. He is not going anywhere anytime soon. So yeah, we're watching Group 5. Group 6, you guys are free to start whenever. You guys are free to start at game time if you know, if you have everybody there and everything. And then the cast crew here, which is me, I'll get over there as soon as this game wraps up, whenever that happens to be. And hopefully we have a screen share for Group 6. I'm assuming we will. I just normally 5 to 10 minutes before the game starts, I'm bugging people to screen share. So anyway, we'll focus back in on this game here. So neither Pete or Not Young Me are having game slots luck. They both go to 4 cards. Zycron was hoping that this turn would be the turn that he finishes the game or at least takes a second bounty. But Game Slots luck is having other ideas. Zycron splitting his troops a bit makes a 69 stack. And repositions it. Looks like he's going to line up a different player. We see all the dabs come out for the 69 stack. Carter removes Not Young Me from behind him. No more kill guards for Not Young Me. Not Young Me says thanks. I think Carter. I think that move from Carter says I want this game to end, so I'm not going to contribute to prolonging it. Zycron has a set on 3 with no wild card needed. Let's see if either Pete or Not Young Me miss a set on 4. If Not Young Me misses a set on 4, that might be it for him. Or Pete might go for the Not Young Me kill. Does Pete have Not Young Me now that Carter removed the Not Young Me kill guard? Pete trades in for 115 troops. Puts him just over 400. Is that enough for Pete to take a bounty this game? Looks like he's going to go for the Not Young Me kill. $248 to $120 should be enough. We see the good games come out. Keeps going, hits a 21 stack. 18v12 should be enough. 6v1. How does he get to the 46 stack with that 87 in that pocket there? Gonna sweep over and clean up the last two positions, or three positions of Not Young Me. GG's to Not Young Me, and well played to Pete, taking the second bounty of this game almost an hour later after it started, and gets the 120 trade as a reward, in addition to a few bounty points on the scoreboard. So the only other kill that he could potentially attempt is the Carter kill, but he is not lining up to slam that 200 stack of Carters. Does Zycron trade in here? He does. Zycron goes to 500 troops with the 130 set. Yay, another kill. Yeah. So perhaps Zycron is going to hope that that Carter misses a trade. But at the same time, Zycron's path into Carter is not open. There is a Zycron 1 right in front of that 205 stack, so we'll see what happens here. Carter does not miss his trade, gets 130 troops. But no one really available for Carter to kill, so he takes a card and moves on. Game slot. With the card luck he's been having, like I said last time, why not take another card, right? Get that fourth trade on 3 in a row. Let's see it. All right, the game slot's on 3 cards. We'll find out if he got his trade. Pete remains unbroken. I think it's been 10 turns or something since he took that, and no one's really been paying attention to it. 4 troops over that many turns adds up. Looks like he's going to get his card on game slot there in that little corner position. All right. And then Zycron turned in his trade on 3, so the only kill that would give Zycron any points is the Pete kill. But does he have enough for it? The Zycron lines on Pete are not that bad. Maybe Zycron attempts the Pete bounty right here. He has it, but too late now. Not an easy kill, but he has it, yeah. Spending a lot of time thinking about it. Yeah, I think you're right. I think he does have it if he wants it. But he's used so much of his turn timer that it doesn't look like he's going to be getting it. That may not have been the right card for him to take. Closes his path off to Pete in the future if Pete happens to miss a set. Combines some stacks there. Carter quickly goes to 3 cards. And game slot. Does he have that fourth set on 3? Still in draft. Not sure that he does have it. Definitely had it. Don't think it was even hard to get. Yeah, I think I agree with you, Crackle. There was some splits and stuff, but yeah, I think he had it, and that probably would have clinched the game for him. Game Slot does not have a set on 3, goes to 4 cards. What about Pete? Pete trades in 135 troops. Does Pete go for the Game Slot kill here? Pete would need to muster enough troops to slam that 205 stack of Game Slots off in the southeast corner of the board. Looks like he's starting to line that up. Puts pretty much all of his trade next to that. The other thing that does is that kill guards, along with Game Slot stack, that kill guards Carter from Zychron. But Carter was safe from Zychron anyway because Zychron cannot hit that 324 stack in the northwest corner of the board. Zychron removing some positions. Looks like he's going for the Game Slot kill here, and he should have it. The 320 is going to come over and hit that 200 stack. The path is clear for it. GG's to Zychron. Taking the 3rd bounty of this game. Well, GG's to Game Slot. Well played to Zychron taking that bounty there. He can trade in his 3 dudes if he wants. Yep, looks like he is. And now, nope, he still doesn't have the Carter kill. Does he have the Pete kill? I don't think he's well positioned to finish Pete. If that 48 was moved over, then maybe, but I'm not sure. Hits a little bit of Carter. Loses a couple troops to some slider issues, and leaves Carter in one position, forcing him to open his stack if he wants a card. Yeah, Zychron killed him. Yeah. Yeah, Zychron got the Game Slot kill. Zychron has no trade on 4. Carter is going to take the card and open Zychron's stack. But Carter's stack is bigger. And Carter decides to slam it. Deletes all kinds of troops from this board. That might hand Pete the victory here. Pete says good game. Yeah, I don't think Pete needs to trade here to get the Carter kill. He's going to come over and finish him off. So Zychron is going to get 2nd and 3 this game. And Pete, after a rocky start, looks like he should be able to squeeze out a 1st and 2. Pete indeed does it again. And don't go anywhere, folks. Octo Final Round Group 6 started 4 minutes ago, or was scheduled to start 4 minutes ago. So we're going to hop into that game right after this one wraps. Pete, maximizing his turn timer. And optimizing the pathing as best as he can using the portals. Looks like he's going for the Zychron kill first. Actually, never mind. He can't get to that 13 stack. All right. GG's to Carter. Takes 3rd place this game. Well played to Pete. Taking his first bounty. 145 troops, and that should be enough to button it up. The Destro says just started. Is there a screen share? Yeah, there is. Okay, I'll be right over there. All right, GG's to Zychron. 2nd +3, and a well played to Pete. Taking the W +2 in the Octo final round. Excellent game from all these guys. We unfortunately are not going to have any time for a post-game chat. I'm going to go ahead and hop over to the Group 6 game, which just got started. Really, we've really turned this into a marathon today, huh, folks? Alrighty, so edit the stream, Group 6. And let's see here. Pop over here. Okay. And I need to be watching this stream. Oh boy, I'm moving as fast as I can. Sorry, guys. And there we go. All right, we got the game on. I am going to have to adjust the screen here a smidge. We got Brilliant Frog of White Meadow sharing